Um, so our relationship with God and our journey together has evolved over time. And when we first got together a couple decades ago here, we were really living in this world and of this world. Not to say we didn't have a relationship with God, we definitely did, but it wasn't the primary focus. It wasn't the number one thing in our lives. It wasn't until we made that decision that we both were going to be going after God and a relationship with Him and Jesus, and just really accepting that relationship, that everything really started to change in our lives in so many different ways. And one of those ways in particular was just understanding our narrative of God and who we believed He really was, that He is always loving and always grace-filled and always compassionate and generous no matter what. And that just changed the way that we approach so many different things in life, especially our finances, for sure.
Yeah, money was definitely, it was a big one, because that's, I think, what everybody holds on to the closest, and they, God can have everything except, this is mine. And that's hard. That's hard to just be like, okay, here you go, and do with it what you want, and we want to be good stewards of it. But that was a process.
That really set us up, little did we know, for some big events that happened in our lives. Our family experienced 2 life events of losing a job within a matter of 2 years, and it was hard if we hadn't have had that, if we didn't already have that narrative and already have that belief that He's going to always provide for us. So if He's generous with us, then we need to be generous both back to Him and back to others too.
Yeah, there was a really big paradigm shift where, when you're let go of a job and you're thinking, well, how are we going to make ends meet? And that mindset of being generous is, we never really blinked at, well, then we need to cut back here.
Right.
What we sat down and looked at and said, in the worldly things, where can we make some changes? But our giving of what He's already provided for us can't change.
Right.
And there was even a time that we even increased some of our giving, because I could feel what others were going through, with a job loss, and it was scary. It was really, really scary. I mean, big shift for us was not our money telling us what to do, but telling our money what to do. And it was that whole part of it's God's. So the first fruit of our labors go back to Him.
Because we want to honor Him.
We want to honor Him and give back to community, to church, to people, so they can be blessed as well and receive that. And then everything else is worldly, right? That's your spreadsheets, those are your budgets, but it's giving first is when you do that and you're telling your money where to go. It's like, it's so freeing, to have that that mindset.